everybody. Thank you for joining me for our weekly moon update. Today we are talking about February 27th through March 5th. We have lots of fun things happening this week along with the moon energy. The first of which is Monday night. We are having a craft and story time live on Twitch at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to listen to the Lewis Carroll Alice in Wonderland story. So it's just going to be a couple of hours, I think is how long the audiobook is. And we're just going to hang out, chat, and color. I'm going to be coloring the Alice in Wonderland or the Priestess of Wonderland coloring page that I made for Valentine's Day and then never actually got a chance to color it. So I hope you can join me. We're also going to do this again next week, next Monday, and hopefully listen to Through the Looking Glass. So they're just going to be quick streams to just kind of hang out and have fun. And then we have our regular Tarot Tuesday on February 28th. And we will be doing tarot readings, of course, on that day. So that is live on Twitch. And then I'm super excited to start a monthly segment on the Witching Hours podcast on their Twitch channel. And we're going to be talking about the moon and what we can expect from the moon and maybe a little bit of astrology for the month of March. So that's going to be March 2nd. That's Thursday. And on their Twitch channel, the Witching Hour podcast. So I'm going to have all those links in the description box below so that you can remember to follow and subscribe, or no, just follow on Twitch so that you get notified whenever we go live. So those are the big things happening this week in Wonderland. I hope you can join me, but now let's get into the moon energy for this week. Alrighty, let's see what chakra we should focus on for this week. We're also going to be using this new deck, the Sacred Medicine Oracle, and I have an unboxing of this deck along with another deck coming up on YouTube. If it's not there already, it should be uploaded sometime this week. This deck is so amazingly powerful and so emotional, but I'll give you my full my full review of it in the unboxing video, but man, is it amazing. So can we have a card for a chakra focus on for the week of February 27th through March 5th? I don't know about you guys, but we're having really warm weather where I am, and it feels like summer, and I'm like, wait, we skipped over spring. It's still February, but we are transitioning into March, and March 21st will be the first day of spring, so we're so close, but I was hoping for a little bit more winter before we head into spring, but inspired innovation. You have the ability to resolve tides of envy and fear with stability. You are courageous and enthusiastic, creating what needs to become in order to move forward with your life. Your energy is inspired and activated by your innovative drive, and in turn, you inspire and motivate others to achieve their fullest potential. You are a beacon of light and possibility. What new ideas are coming to you, and how can you bring them into being? Revel in this moment of inspiration and let it help you birth new beauty into the world. So this is a sacral chakra card. The crystal is goldstone and the herb is cinnamon that they recommend to activate this chakra. And that's kind of interesting because we have a Leo moon coming up, a waxing Leo moon. So that's kind of perfect inspiration to inspire your creativity. And I'll shuffle these while we're talking about the moon energy. Because today we're starting off with a first quarter Gemini moon. And I put those reminders up there that we are having our craft and story time and then Tarot Tuesday, just in case you've forgotten to write those down. So a first quarter moon is hopefully when you finally feel like you're like ready to move. If your energy was waning over the new moon and the waxing crescent phase, then hopefully by the first quarter you're like feeling activated and ready to get going. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So on Gemini days, I like to focus on really communicating things, whether that's uh, affirming your intentions, reminding yourself, hey, we're starting a new week. What were my intentions? And like, so that you can like just continue to fuel that fire and inspire you to like stay motivated and on the course towards your goals. I also just like to communicate things or do something in some way that expresses who you are and like what you're working for. Gemini likes to talk about things. So get together with some friends on a Gemini day, especially a waxing Gemini. This is like really active energy. Playing, having fun. Gemini likes to play. And I also kind of like to look at Gemini energy as like working hard and playing hard. Like they're able to do these like two different aspects of being because they are represented by the twins and they're just able to see both sides of of situations. That they understand that you need to have this balance of light and dark and work and play and all that sort of thing. So hopefully this will be a good night to be coloring and being creative. I'm always looking for an excuse to be creative though. So after the first quarter, we'll still be in Gemini moon on Tuesday until the evening time. And we're having really short void of course times this week, which I thought was kind of interesting. So we'll enter void of course at 8 p.m., meaning that we're leaving Gemini and transitioning into Cancer. And only for like about an hour at 9:40 p.m. we move into Cancer. So we'll be in Cancer energy for Wednesday, Thursday, and the beginning of Friday. So Cancer energy is transitioning us from air to water. And Cancer is it is at home in the moon with the moon. Cancer is ruled by the moon. But it's also a sign that reminds us to focus on our home, to love and nurture our bodies and take care of ourselves. So for me, Cancer is the self-care day and allowing yourself in the middle of the week to remember to take time out to nourish yourself, nourish your body. I also like whenever the moon's in a water sign, I like to really make sure that I'm drinking extra water, that I'm staying hydrated, and especially after an air day because air can dry things out. So it's nice to replenish and nourish the water that literally gives us life. So that's Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday morning at 9:22 a.m., we transition into void, of course, and then move into Leo at 10:11 a.m. And Leo is taking us from water to fire. This is a little bit more action. If you've slowed down in the middle of the week, Friday might pick up a little bit with energy. And again, like I said earlier, Leo is a very creative sign. So because of the chakra card that we picked this week and because of Leo energy and the Gemini playful energy, this week might be a really good week to focus on creative projects or to find that spark or creative energy to like motivate you towards your goals, whatever that is. So that will be in Leo energy for Friday, Saturday, and almost all of Sunday. I didn't put Virgo on here because we don't move into that until 10:39 p.m. Sunday evening. So I just kind of put the void of course times on there, but I didn't actually put Virgo. So we're starting Monday with Virgo, which I love because Virgo is going to help us get organized. So having Monday be a Virgo day is just perfect. So To go through the energy of the week, we're starting off with air. So the air element represents air. Gemini is verbal communication, but air in general is mental activity, wisdom, knowledge, meditation, using your brain, using your thoughts, using your words, whether it's verbal or written, to express yourself. And then in the middle of the week, we're getting into that flow of water energy, of allowing things to flow with ease. Just don't get too upset about things, because when we get stressed out, this is not self-care. Cancer wants us to take care of ourselves and nurture ourselves. Cancer wants to take care of other people too. So this is not a time when we're in water energy to be upset and emotional about things. However, water energy is a time when those emotions might come to the surface. So this is a lesson of learning to experience those emotions, letting them come to the surface, but not like holding on to them and not letting go and feeling overwhelmed, and allowing yourself to experience these things and then let them go. So that, and focus on a different emotion, a new emotion, a happier emotion, a more positive emotion, and not just getting stuck and overwhelmed. And then we transition into fire. Fire is active and also creative, like we said. So picking up with like your weekend projects is going to be good for this week with the Leo fire energy. And that is the energy for this week. Let's see what card we got. Interesting. This deck is so powerful. I'm so excited to hear what this message is. So we have Dark Spirit Moon, Void. All life was created from the dark. Sink into the void and allow the medicine in this experience to reveal itself to you. Resist the urge to leap out of this phase and simply be in it. Remember that it is in these times of discomfort and chaos that we grow deeply. You may feel like you are falling, failing, or not able to find your way, but sometimes this is exactly what is needed. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, and allow the truth of this time to give you clarity. The stars cannot be seen without the beauty of the dark, and they shine especially bright on a moonless night. Have compassion for yourself during the darkness. Darkness is neither good nor bad, and often brings the deepest gifts. Hold the lessons that rise from this time with tenderness. Raw emotions and feelings are a call for healing. This is a reminder that you are worthy of taking space and time. As we expand our capacity to feel into the full spectrum of life, from darkest night to brightest day, we see that we are already whole. Move through this phase so that the next cycle can enter as the moon begins to wax. The healing affirmation is, I honor this cycle of darkness, trusting that the medicine will reveal itself. So it's really interesting that I was just talking about the Cancer energy and allowing yourself to feel those emotions and then letting them go and not getting stuck and overwhelmed. And the combination of these two cards together makes me feel like there is this collective feeling of maybe wondering how to move forward with like your own hopes and dreams amongst the chaos that we are experiencing collectively. And it's interesting that, so the inspired innovation is you have the ability to resolve tides of envy and fear with stability. So like you can still feel these negative emotions of envy and fear, but not letting them consume you and just engulf you. Creating what needs to become in order to move forward with your life. Your energy is inspired and activated by your innovative drive. And in turn, you inspire and motivate others to achieve their fullest potential. You are a beacon of light and possibility. What new ideas are coming to you, and how can you bring them into being? Revel in this moment of inspiration and let it help you birth new beauty into the world. So if there's any of us in the collective that are feeling kind of stuck and like personally, I've been feeling like the need to winter and kind of go into that darkness and that void, and just haven't really been ready to come out of that hibernation or that winter energy. That's what's so strange to me about the weather being warm. Like I mentioned earlier, it's like, wait, we didn't even get spring and we haven't even finished winter yet. So it made me think of like, what do people do in warmer climates that don't experience the winter months? Like, it's still warm all winter long. Like, what do they do? I was just wondering, how do they experience winter when it's warm? And that might be a lesson that I'm experiencing right now. I know some of us in the community are in the southern states too, but I know a lot of you are in very cold, frigid climates right now too. So how do we internally embody winter no matter what the actual outside world is doing? I think these cards are asking us to like allow for that darkness and void, just like, and trusting that inspiration and light will come, just like the moon is teaching us. So these are perfect cards for the Just a Phase Moon Planner Collective. But yeah, it's just interesting cards for this week. And I think when we allow ourselves to play and be creative, then we're able, and rest and digest, then we're able to take action and start moving again. So I hope that you're able to join us for our creative times this week, whether that's the craft and story time this week or next week, or just picking up some sort of creative project this weekend when we're in Leo. I feel like I'm forgetting to mention something, but I think I've given you all the updates, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you're able to find this space to allow for the emptiness, allow for the void, and to take inspired action when you're ready to come out of hibernation and when you're ready to move forward. Have you signed up for your Just a Phase subscription box yet? Candle magic is one of my most favorite things to do. It's quick and easy, which you know I love, but I find that it connects me to all of the elements, it connects me to myself, and it gives me this sacred space to create, dream, or plan. Just lighting a candle obviously connects you to the fire element, but it also just gives you this stillness and this space to breathe and to think and to dream and to plan. So all of these subscription boxes come with candle colors specifically chosen for that month. And how the subscription works, if you subscribe in August, you will receive September's box. If you subscribe in September, you will receive October's box, etc. And they will be shipped out at the first of the month. So no matter when you subscribe, you will get the following month's box that will ship out at the first of the month. So the candle colors include specific candles for either the zodiac seasons, the new and full moons, as well as any seasonal holidays that might be happening throughout the month. For example, this box that is pictured here has sunflower petals to be used to celebrate Mabon, which is the second harvest that happens in September. There's also a lot of sage leaves because we are experiencing a lot of retrogrades at this time. So I just wanted I love the sage leaves to be able to just light really quickly. You don't have to. You don't have to light a whole smudge bundle because I feel like we're going to be needing some energy clearing during these retrogrades. So find the link in the description below to have Candle Magic readily available every month, all the time.